I'm going to be honest, dude, and it's not a pleasant truth. We don't want to admit it in our society, but we have been fucking monkeys forever. Okay? People fuck monkeys now. People have been fucking monkeys since we were monkeys. We've been fucking monkeys forever. And AIDS came out in the 70s and 80s. It's the government. If you don't think it's the government, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not listening to you guys at all. I'm just watching Khaleesi lick herself in the back of Kevin's screen.
That pair I had, I dunked them in the sink at work. Not on purpose, but...
Don't do that, Kevin. Look, if you think about it, she's descended from, like, apex predators. Like, that's how, like, she acts exactly how, like, big cats act, but she's small and tiny and lives in your home. She's like a compact cougar.
Yeah, that's what blew me away about big cats, because I went to, like, one of those tiger saving places. Yeah. And they were, like, exactly like cats, but just giant.
Yeah. I mean, that's how a tiger or a cougar or a lion acts in the wild, but she can live in your home and not like kill you.
And you've had Khaleesi lick you before, her sandpaper tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A tiger, if he licks you, that's 1,000 razor blades just cutting you all at once.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Christ.
It's terrifying.
How much cat facts do you know? Do you feel closer attached to cats now that you have one? Like, do you feel like maybe you could go out in the wild and sort of like understand a tiger a little bit better?
Definitely not a tiger. Other cats, other domestic cats, yes. Like I've gone into homes for work, and like, there was this one cat when I was a couple months on the job. I walked in and they're like, "Yeah, we have this cat," and I told them about the pesticides and animals that's safe and everything, and the cat was right there, and they said it's not really a social cat, but I got real low and I let him come up to me and he let me pet him, and the owner said it's never happened before. It normally runs away from new people, but he loved me and it made me feel so good. But I feel like I have a special touch with other cats now because I know how to treat them, and I know how to I know for the most part what they like. And
so Kevin, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you, me, and Jacob were dropped in let's say India or Sumatra or somewhere along those lines, do you think you would get along with a tiger better than us because you have Khaleesi? Or a large cat?
Possibly.
Do you think you would fare better than us, or would you die just the same?
I'll probably die just the same, but I'll probably live just the slightest bit longer than you guys.
So you do think you have
the last one killed?
I'll watch you guys die, and then I'll die right after you guys. But
do you think the tiger would be like, well, he's got a cat at home, so I better eat these other two first?
He would come up to us.
A little bit better.
He'd come up to us, smell us. He'd smell Khaleesi on me. He'd be like, "I smell another cat. I'm gonna eat him last."
Yeah, or would he eat you first? Because he figures that's like a predator, or like a competition.
No, if we're coming up to a lion, they'd smell Khaleesi, which is a female. So they would smell the female.
So it'd fuck you. Right? Yeah, it'd rape you. So really, you're just more likely to be raped by a lion than me or Jacob. I can live with that.
I guess the answer is still yes, though, because I guess they would still like him more than us.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It wouldn't eat him. It would just keep him around to have sex with.
It would eat you guys first, then just come fuck me later.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with being eaten then. In that case, you can hang out with the lion for as long as you need.
Sounds like it.
I don't need to be a part of that.
I'll probably die from being penetrated by the lion anyway.
Did they have big dongs?
I was about to say I have no idea what I
can already see Kevin over there Googling it. I wanted you to Google it, but I didn't want to ask.
I was kind of afraid it was going to go that direction, but I can't say I'm not slightly.
Yeah, I'm a little curious. How big is a lion dong? Wait, before you
Why is it on
before
Dr.
you look
Oz?
it up, can we take guesses?
If I can find it first, yeah. But let's start taking guesses, I guess.
I want to say like 8 inches on average.
I want to say at least 15 to 18. Because they're pretty
Yeah,
big.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna say like 8 also, Chase. I don't think they have like ridiculously large dongs, but maybe they do.
I mean, like comparatively, they're like human size. Like they're
No.
just
Yeah, they're
human
not
size
like
on all
they're
fours.
bigger
No.
than people, but
They're like twice the size, if not 3 times the size of a human.
no, really,
No,
like, in
that would
body
make
mass
them a
and like
bear.
actual body mass, they
First
aren't.
of all, the cubs come out between 2.6 and 4.6 pounds. That's the cub. Humans come out between what, 6 to 9 pounds, 6 to 8 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they're smaller than us.
Oh wait, no, yes.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm on the Wikipedia right now. Let me go all the way to the top. Let's see.
No, they're not. They're
Lions,
not like crazy
lions are
big.
lions are pretty big.
Yeah, but like
Is
put
the
one up next to a
Wikipedia gonna
hippo. You know.
is the Wikipedia gonna tell you how big a lion dick is?
I was under their reproductive system,
Ah,
but
okay.
um, with a typical head to body length of about 72 to 82 inches. So that's what 72 inches. That's divide by 12.
5 feet is 60, so that's like
7 to 8
72
feet. That's that, and
7 to
then
8. Holy shit!
so yeah, they're pretty big.
Wait, is that?
No, that's like 6 feet, dude. It's like 6 feet.
Yeah, that's 6 feet. 72 is 6 feet flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like 6 to
Okay.
7 feet.
5 to 8 feet. Roughing about 230 pounds, 220 pounds.
Yeah, so they can be
400.
big,
Sorry,
but they
420 pounds.
So I'm sure they've got like an 8-inch dong.
I feel like it's a little bit bigger.
No, I was originally thinking like around that same ballpark, Chase. Like no, nothing crazy. Because like
Yeah.
I used to work at like, my parents got that stable, and I work there sometimes, and yeah, like horse dongs are giant, but horses are like much bigger than people.
Yeah.
But I still don't even think that was like, like it was probably like 15 inches, like what he said. I can't picture that on a lion. That looks off.
Well, horses are a little like, look, here's the thing. I don't purposely stare at horse dongs. I feel like I should say that before I lead into this conversation. But when a horse is present and it's got a hard on, you can tell. Like there's no possible way to not see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Their dongs are fucking massive. But normally, look, I've never seen.
Hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt, but a lion's penis has razors on. I'm pretty sure it's the head of the penis, and when he pulls it out, they like protrude out, and they like scrape the inside of like. I'm pretty sure like her ovaries, rakes the inside wall of the female's vagina, which may cause ovulation.
He can force the female to ovulate.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's kind of cool. It's
Doesn't
weird.
sound fun though.
It's
Honest-
weird, but it's kind of cool.
By the looks of it, so there's I'm pretty sure it's a picture of a penis, and you see the spikes, and it's not very big.
You looking at a picture of a lion dong right now?
Kind of, yes.
Is it like a picture or like a diagram?
No, it's a picture. I'm sad to say that I know what a lion's penis looks like now. And it kind of looks like a worm.
You've learned about the anatomy, but we still do not know the size. You're looking at a picture of one. Just give us your best guess.
I'd say like 3-4 inches.
Yeah. Oh. Smaller than I figured. Yeah, but he can make his woman ovulate. He can he's got superpowers we don't have. He's beyond our reach. So yeah, he's 3 or 4 inches, but he's better than us. A lion.
He can guarantee
You know?
his offspring.
I'm pretty sure if you went up to a chick and you're like, "Hey, my dick has spikes on it," unless
She's
it's a
run the other
certain kind
way.
of chick, she's not gonna be into that. Yeah. So I don't know if they're better.
Unless that's like every guy has a spiked penis and like.
Yeah. Well, there'd be no other choice then, wouldn't there?
True.
Yeah, but think about how much money you could make. Right? You got to look at everything from a business perspective. So you got a spiked penis. You can force ovulation, right? So you open up your own sperm bank, right? And you don't do it for pleasure, okay? But when a woman wants to come in and she wants to get pregnant, and you can force her to ovulate and get her pregnant, right? And that's a business in its own. You might need to cut this. This might be a little out of hand.
Wait. So basically, what you're saying is that if you had a spiked dick that could make women get pregnant, like almost 100% of the time, you would be a prostitute.
No, it's not prostitution. Prostitution
No,
is just
let's back up.
with a baby. Prostitution with a baby.
Objectively, that's what I was saying. But let's back up. What I meant was, if you've got a spiked dick that can make a woman ovulate instantly, then you need to find a way to make a business out of it. That's what I meant.
Well,
there is money somewhere there.
There's a movie pretty much what you're saying, but obviously not a spiked penis. I forget who's in it and what it's called, but he goes every girl he dates, the next man they meet is the man they like fall in love with.
Oh, so he's
and like get married. Yeah.
Yeah. So he can never fall in love with them, but the one after is always the one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like your situation where you get a baby every time, but dates.
Hey, I want to clarify. First of all, I want to clarify, not my situation. Not
important.
Are you sure you don't have a spiked penis?
I'm sure. I would not jack off as much as I do if I had a spiked penis. Okay? That's the first thing. Lion's situation, not my situation. Okay?
Do other animals have spiked penis?
Do.
What?
Theirs is like a corkscrew, I think.
Yeah, but it's got like spikes on it to scrape away competitors, like other ducks that might have raped the same duck he's raping.
This is gonna be really weird to say. This is gonna be really weird to say. But do you know why the head of your dick looks like a mushroom?
Yeah, it's to do the same thing.
It's to scrape out the excess cum that's been inside there.
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that.
I did as well.
Wait, do ducks rape each other?
Almost 9% of the time. There's almost no consensual duck sex in the entire duck kingdom.
I think that's all of nature.
That's a real bummer. I liked ducks before this conversation.
Have you not seen the... Oh my god. I used to tell everybody. Someone made me watch this video about ducks, and after that, I was like telling everybody. I was like, ducks are horrible creatures. Don't like them. They're terrible.
So I just want to bring up...
They're psychopathic fucking... What's the... necrophiliacs. That's what they are. They rape dead ducks too. They'll rape them. They'll fuck them till they're dead, and then they'll keep fucking them.
Oh my god!
I'd just like to bring up chimpanzees, mice, koalas, spotted hyenas.
Yeah, hold on.
Bats.
Wait, let's go out on a. Let's just cut this short here because I imagine that's a long list.
No, there's a few others that I can't pronounce that I'm not gonna try and say because Michael's not here, but. That's pretty much the ones I'm able to pronounce. And there's a couple more, but several rodent species. So there's a lot of animals with spiked penises.
Yeah, they are. Well, like, I don't know. I don't think it's just ducks that mostly do. Like, I think most of the animal kingdom is rape.
Yeah, most of nature is rape, if
Yeah.
not all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Bummer, dude. Wait, chimpanzees have spiked penises? You
Chimpanzees
just said it on your list. Why are you Googling?
have spiked penis. Penis.
That's
Yes.
Penis.
Wait. Penis.
No, he said AS.
Oh
IAS.
no, it's is. Penis.
IAS.
Penis.
No, just is.
Penis.
Penis.
Have you never graffitied penis on anything, Kevin?
PNIS.
Yeah, but it's just always spelled wrong. There's a bunch of penis all over the place.
The
What the fuck's
autocorrect.
the
I
penis?
googled chimpanzees. Chimpanzee have spiked, and then eyes has popped up. That's what autocorrect fixed it to.
What?
Google.
Penis.
Yes.
Is that maybe that's the plural version of penis? It's not penises. It's penis.
Maybe some drunk person was trying to look at chimpanzee penises and they couldn't know how to spell it.
Well, it'd have to be a lot of them for it to like pop up to like autocorrect to.
Maybe a lot of drunk people want to look at a lot of chimpanzee penises.
No, but wait. I'm gonna look up what the plural to penis is. 'Cause what if it's penis?
Penis.
You know, like
PEN.
cacti?
No, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Male chimpanzees have spines in their penises.
Eyes?
Likely increased stimulation
What?
during mating, according to the study of nature. Human males once
I'm glad
had them
I'm
too,
glad we
but they
lost
dropped
that in the
their
evolution,
trait.
man. That's fucking heavy.
That's wildly disturbing.
You like that thing that
It's
goes on the back?
PINES. Yes,
There's
spines.
just like a whole row of bones right there on that like on the top or bottom.
This is what Google said.
They have
6 things
spines.
that
So I went to the zoo once and I was tripping out about how cool the chimpanzees were. It would have been a totally different conversation with myself if I knew they had spines in their penises.
Yeah.
apparently chimps have better sex than humans.
Huh. Isn't that how AIDS started?
He's dead, but I'm pretty sure.
Didn't someone fuck a chimp and then they got AIDS and
I
then
think
AIDS
so.
started that way? And then Nixon blamed it on the gays.
Can we talk about some real shit right here?
Huh.
All right. So people and apes have existed on this planet for like 16, several thousand years. I can't remember. I think it's 64,000 years, something like that. Since people became its own species. But in 64,000 years, it took until the 19th century, or was it the 20th century? Which century did AIDS come out in?
20th? 20th? Yeah, 20th.
Century. Yeah, so it took till the 20th century for fucking monkeys to create AIDS, because I'm pretty sure there was more monkey fucking 64,000 years ago than there was in the 20th century.
I'm sure. Well, okay.
So
if you want,
AIDS already existed by the time we existed, if fucking monkeys was the cause of it.
if you want the real deal, the government created AIDS. Okay.
Gay people.
To kill the people they didn't agree with.
Yes, sure.
No. That's the deal. That's the business. I'm giving you the business.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was my point. It was that like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's your point, then good on you. Because I'm going to be honest, dude, and it's not a pleasant truth. We don't want to admit it in our society, but we have been fucking monkeys forever. Okay? People fuck monkeys now. People have been fucking monkeys since we were monkeys. We've been fucking monkeys forever. And AIDS came out in the 70s and 80s. It's the government. If you don't think it's the government, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, how long? Oh, we're 20 minutes in. Oh, damn, not long enough. I was
Why?
gonna put that in the intro.
We can put that in the intro. Why? It doesn't. We can pull it from anywhere in the episode, right?
True.
We're not bound by social convention.
That was funny.
Oh, Kevin wanted to talk to us about sea shanties.
No, hold on.
You-
I want to leave that
Just
for
tell me
later.
about that
Okay.
when I was there.
Oh, Michael texted me, I think. All right, I guess we can talk about sea shanties. So I was on TikTok like earlier this week, and this chick was talking about sea shanties, and then I saw this other TikTok about this chain of TikToks of people singing to make a sea shanty. It sounded really cool, and so I went on to Spotify and I found a lot of sea shanty playlists. I've been listening to a lot of them, and I found a couple that I really like. And Chase, I feel like sea shanties are just your perfect fit for you.
I think so as well. So, I do want to say I've been trying to find more sea appropriate music, right?
And that's perfect.
My perfect ideal life, okay, is I would summer in I don't know, like the Yucatan Peninsula or Florida, maybe. Okay. And then I would take a little boat and I would sail up in the wintertime. I would sail up to Nova Scotia or what's that other one? Newfoundland. And I would live there. But in between, like in the spring and the fall, I would be sailing. Right? So really I view myself as a fisherman at heart.
Sailor?
What?
Not a sailor? A fisherman?
Sailor. Sorry. Fisherman. Well, I'd be fishing along the way. But yeah,
You
You
sailor
would
at
have
heart.
to.
Yeah, I will, yeah. But it's also about the little port towns you stop
Yeah,
in
you
and
can
the people you
dock and go into town
Yeah.
and get supplies and yeah.
can hang out. It's like road tripping, but on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if you just need a sailboat, don't even worry about getting like a motorized boat.
Well, you need to know how to sail too.
Well, yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
So
But that's actually pretty plausible.
it's plausible, but I think dock fees are kind of expensive.
Yeah,
Like
but
to
if you
dock your boat.
Well, so are sailboats.
Yeah, so are sailboats. But that's a pretty upfront cost because I guess you can finance a sailboat or
you can, but
like-
that'd be just stupid if you with your plan.
yeah. But normally I think you pay the upfront cost of the sailboat and then you own it. You're
Yeah.
not
Yeah, of course.
paying it off over time. But I think the dock fees are the fucking killer.
But if you go to Newfoundland and you can do some side jobs and for people and get paid underneath the table kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
And work there and get some money from there, spend it, live there for a couple weeks to a month, and then go to your next port. Do the same thing.
Oh,
Are
sorry,
you-
I wasn't trying to. Were you finished?
Yeah.
Okay. So my ideal life is similar to yours, but different. Because I would probably take up in the northwest coast, and I'd sail down to Mexico, and I'd be a crabber, and I probably wouldn't have a sailboat. I'd have a boat, like a work boat.
So it's interesting you brought that up because I was just about to ask Kevin this. Kevin,
Okay.
me and Jacob were having this discussion last night. It was I want to say it wasn't an argument, but it was a spirited discussion. Okay. What do you prefer? What would you rather sail in, live by? What's your preferred place? The Atlantic or the Pacific?
What?
Anywhere on them, by the way. It doesn't have to be in America.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
Just like, what ocean do you prefer?
What's the difference?
They're both
What's the
oceans.
difference?
When you're
Kevin!
stranded in the middle of the ocean, you're stranded in the middle of the ocean. Does it really matter what ocean you're really in?
Like,
Well,
like the
no.
place
Wait.
is
I'm not
associated
saying you're
with.
stranded.
Yeah, you're not stranded.
No, but I'm just saying, like, when you're in the middle of the ocean, no matter where you are, you're in an ocean, whether you're in
Yeah,
Pacific
but
or
there are
Atlantic.
places in those oceans, like Hawaii is in the Pacific, California is on the Pacific.
Iceland, Greenland, Newfoundland,
I don't like Iceland and Green.
Nova Scotia, Maine, Rhode
No
Island,
places
Wait.
people don't want to go.
Wait, Chase, I don't like Iceland and Greenland because they're switched, and that's weird.
What?
If that's your only reason for not liking the Atlantic,
Yeah, I
it's
would have taken.
wrong.
I would have taken any reason but that, actually. So.
But what's the difference? Other than
Lots
the
of things.
geological surroundings.
That's what makes them different. The fact that
Yeah.
the things in them and around them are different.
So are you guys saying for a like traveling for
to
traveling
travel to live by, any reason.
But if you were to pick a house, let's say you wanted to live on an ocean, okay? Anywhere in
That's the first thing. I wouldn't
wait,
live by the
I'm
ocean.
gonna ask this non-biased. So I'm gonna ask you, Jacob, to please like don't insert. Let's just non-biased. If you were to live on a house on the ocean anywhere in the United States, where would you pick?
Honestly, probably. That's kind of hard because, like, first of all, I really don't want to live by the ocean. If I were to really choose somewhere, it'd be like in the middle of butt fucking Egypt.
Not in the United States.
No, like in the center of the United States, or something, or like
What?
somewhere I can get like a whole bunch of land, not near the ocean.
Okay. But let's say you had to live.
But if I were
your
to
house right now,
if I were to buy a summer home, and it had to be it was going to be by the ocean, probably the East Coast because the West Coast, it has mostly California, and California fucking sucks. But it also has Washington, which is actually kind of cool. That's the only like.
I was told not to interject, but I was about to say we were told, because I know at the beginning you said unbiased, but he's from New York. I knew he was gonna pick East Coast.
But like
Yeah,
California covers most of the West Coast.
No, I
And I don't
agree.
like
I agree
California.
with what you say. No, I agree with what you say. California sucks, but that's because of people. It's not because of like the poor landscape had nothing to do with what those awful people did. You can't hate the ocean for what Californians did.
Yeah. But
yeah,
it does have Washington, which is kind of cool, is really nice, and
Yeah, and I actually like that, and that's why I like the West Coast more. It's not because like they don't even really have beaches in Washington. It's just like skull and like big
honestly,
rocks
Jacob,
and cliffs.
when you say what you like the West Coast, I feel like you more like Washington. You don't really like the West Coast.
I
I feel like it's more
like North
Washington.
California much more than, and honestly, when you go down to Mexico, I like the west side of Mexico more than the east side of Mexico too. I think that area is.
I like the west side of Mexico more than I like the east side of Mexico too. But then you get up towards like the Canada area because you're very like passionate about rocks and rocky beaches and like
Yeah, see, that's fine. Yeah, it's different
hard
tastes,
ocean
and I
life.
respect that.
But when I think of the hard ocean life, I think of like up in Maine and like northern Canada and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I think East Coast.
No,
But-
I get that. I respect that. It's fine.
But Jacob likes crab over lobster, and I like lobster over crab. So obviously we're
Ooh.
gonna be biased.
Yeah,
So-
we're biased as fuck. We might be the most biased out of.
Yeah. So what do you like more, lobster or crab?
Kevin.
Lobsters on the East Coast and crabs on the West, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you what
Yeah.
which do you like more, like to eat?
Yeah, but not thinking of that. What do you like to eat more?
That's hard because I haven't had either in such a long time.
Well, you
I'd
gotta
ha-
make a decision.
I'd have to go
Sounds like
What brings
lobster.
sounds like
more of
you've
a
made poor
fire?
choices.
I
What brings more of a fire to your loins? Crab or lobster?
Lobster definitely because I remember having it more as a child on the East Coast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe that was a biased question.
That
It's okay though, but it's
see-
because it's biased. It's biased. It's pretty much it's a biased question. So obviously the answers are
I
gonna
feel
be
like
It is a
biased.
biased question. But it's like Kevin grew up on the East Coast. I bet if Kevin grew up in Washington or like Vancouver or something, he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I like crab
You know
more.
who'd
And I
be
want to live
biased?
in
who'd be biased? Michael because he grew up here in Texas, right in
Or
the
he'd be
dead center.
unbiased.
or unbiased."
Oh, unbiased, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet he would be.
And Kevin would probably be pretty unbiased.
Or Lily, Tyler, pretty
Oh
much
shit!
everyone
I said a
else.
last name. We'll have to bleep that out or something.
Kevin, not sure. You don't have to bleep out shit now, Kevin. I just saved the whole fucking podcast.
Good fucking job, Chase. Good fucking job. Okay. So I was watching this TikTok today as all my information comes from TikTok. And it was another podcast, I'm pretty sure, but this chick asked this question to these two black guys, and for a pitch as probably a joke, I don't know, but it was a pitch for a TV show called Cauldron of Cum, where 500 guys jizz in a cauldron, you mix it up like by a witch or someone, take some of the cum out, and you inject it into one female. You wait 9 months, and boom, baby's born. Take a DNA test. Winner, father of the baby is the winner.
What
What do they
does
win?
you win?
The baby. And 18 years of childhood.
Why would you enter this show?
She was asking this to make people uncomfortable, right?
Huh?
She was asking people like on the street this to like make them.
I don't know, but it was
uncomfortable,
fun. It was funny. I thought I'd bring it up and see. I guess
So
see your
is
guys'
it a type of
reactions.
situation? Is it a type of situation where there's one loser and 499 winners?
What?
Because there's 500 guys that come in the cauldron, right?
Yeah,
So one guy, it's his baby,
correct.
technically.
Yeah.
499 guys, not their fucking baby.
But
So
hey,
they,
Yeah.
hey,
they
that,
don't
you
have
got,
to raise a baby.
that means you got some strong ass sperm. Like beat
That means
everyone
there's
else.
499 guys who won, so they should get like some sort of a payout, and the one guy loses. Either you win big or you lose 18
It's
years
like-
of life.
It's baby roulette, is what it is.
Yeah, it is baby roulette.
Okay, would you guys go in on that? And if you don't,
What's-
if you're not the father, then you get $500.
No, it's not worth the risk.
$500.
But the chance
No.
of it is 1 in 500. What is that?
Yeah.
It's actually, I think the odds are worse than that because like there's more than like one sperm in every load of jizz.
Yeah, but and everyone does a different amount and
Yeah,
everything.
So
Okay, what if the payout was $5,000? Because you're like,
still not worth it, dude. That's a kid. It's a child.
That's a point
yeah.
2 or 0.02. Hold on. 1, 2. That's a 0.2% chance. Basically going from 1 out of 500. Meaning if
Yeah.
everyone
I'm not a very lucky person, so I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take those odds.
I would consider it, but I don't.
Maybe if I
don't
had
think I'd end up
like,
with
maybe if I had had like a super good day and I was just feeling lucky, but not unless I was in that mood.
it. So what's the like? So she has to give birth to the kid, right? So it's at least a 9-month.
endeavor.
Ordeal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if my nerves would last me for 9 months knowing that I might be about to have a kid. Like,
One day,
Would you prepare?
to have a kid?
Yeah.
Prepare to leave the fucking country.
If you abandon this child, you get hunted for sport.
Yeah.
You know? Kind of into it.
That'd be so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I'm always like, The Most Dangerous Game is my favorite book. So I've always been kind of wanted to be hunted for sport or hunt a man for sport. Not
Yeah.
because I'm like sadistic or evil or anything. I'm just kind of like interested in it.
So you want to hunt / be hunted for sport, and you want to eat
Yeah.
human.
Well, that was out of context.
No.
There's no
It's-
real way
no.
in context to put it. I know that you don't want to hunt people to eat them per se, but if you were hunting a person, you'd probably end up eating them, wouldn't you?
I mean, if they're down and dead, then you're gonna eat them, right?
No.
Don't let them eat go to waste.
Yeah.
So you're-
No,
it
it's
wasn't
not-
really out of context, was it?
I feel like I gotta justify myself here a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's a curiosity thing, but also man is the most dangerous game. That is the hunt.
Yes.
Look, dude, there's like 7.5 billion of us. If I hunted one man, then that's not really like a big deal.
I would love to see you say that in court in front of a judge. Judge, there's 7.5 billion people in this world. If I just hunted one man, would it really hurt anyone?
Well, okay, first of all, it would not be a court in the United States. I'm not going to hunt a man here because that's a good way to go to jail,
Yeah.
right? Did you hear about that guy? Wait. This brings up a good topic. Did you hear about that guy who killed that chick? He was like her flute teacher in the Netherlands. Vice did a documentary on it. He was like her
No.
flute teacher in the Netherlands, but he was from Japan. So he killed her and ate her, right? Because she went over for a private lesson. He killed her and ate her, and he only got 18 months in jail because of some like international law.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And then they interviewed him, and he was like, "Yeah, I'd eat another person someday." Like he loved it. It was like his favorite thing.
Insane.
So you got to find
Mhm.
if you're gonna commit a crime, find international loopholes to do it. The perfect way to get off with a crime is not to think is for no one to find out about it. Is not for no one to find out about it. It's for everyone to know about it, and you find a loophole to get out of it.
Yeah. Because you can't be tried for the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Well, at least in our country, I don't know.
So everyone
Technically,
would
our
know.
country, I don't
Everyone would know that I hunted and killed someone, but I'd find a loophole to get out of it. I'm not going to go into it knowing that I'm going to go to jail because I'll be honest with you, I won't survive in jail. I know that about me. I'm honest with myself. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm going to find a way to get out of it.
Are you gonna escape jail?
I'm not going to. I will say if I was locked up for life, I'd be planning every day on how to get out of there. I don't know why prisoners are just like, fuck it. I live here now.
Because it's harder than you think.
know.
And you
I'm
get-
sure it's hard, but you got to plan for it.
So, okay.
You got to try something.
Here's
So
the.
hold on. So
Okay.
first of all, Chase. So let's say you even get out. They're on an infinite hunt for you. Actually, that first like week I think is like the worst of it all. Like they are
Yeah.
truly after you. After that, it like they start slow. The longer you're away, the harder, the easier it is for you. So
I think that's with every crime, though.
Yeah. Probably.
drug dealing, no.
Anyways, So what I had to say is I think there are two really key important parts to successfully breaking out of a prison. Is that it's not going to be some like retardedly clever scheme like digging your way out with spoons or like tying towels together and climbing out of the window or some shit like that. Like something, it's not going to be anything like that. You need a person on the inside and you need people on the outside. I don't know how you do that,
Yeah.
but you need those two things, and I think that's it. And I don't think it's that hard.
So I don't remember if I like watched a video on it or if I was reading something, but there was this guy in Mexico who so salsa has a little bit of acidity to it, and he was in jail in Mexico. So every day they'd bring him salsa for his food, right? Because it's Mexico. And he'd coat the bars in salsa. And eventually they were like
Noted.
yeah, and he could bend the bars back and he escaped that way. So he literally escaped jail with salsa.
Have you guys seen the show Prison Break?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he breaks out of prison like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get the prison plans tattooed on my body.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
called-
they
a little
give
too
away. You
elaborate.
got caught.
No,
Yeah,
have you
we're
seen it,
good to
Jacob?
give away. What?
Have you seen it, Jacob?
No, not really.
He gets it all the schematics and everything, all his plans and everything on his body, but it's all coded. So like he's the only one that knows where and what each part is.
Also, he was the architect for the prison, so he started off with an advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
Very convenient advantage.
Very, very convenient advantage. So I don't know. I stopped watching it after they went to jail in like Puerto Rico or something.
That was like one of the first couple of shows I watched on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I didn't have Netflix, and I really was like really invested in it, and I really liked it. I don't know. I watched it like 2 or 3 times.
You finish it?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times.
Weren't they gonna come out with like another season of it?
Yeah,
I
and
thought they were
say the main, so the guy who got the tattoos on him, he dies at the very end, saving everyone.
Spoiler alert, Kevin.
Oh, spoiler alert.
I mean, I guess it's been over 10 years, and if it's over 10 years, then all spoilers are off the table.
It's only been 3. It's about to be 4. Since
Really?
the final episode aired. The first
Holy
episode
shit.
aired in 2005.
Well, then, yeah, you can't say that. You're doing a spoiler alert.
Meh.
But okay, but wait, they were gonna do another season.
They're gonna do another season, and they're gonna have the guy with the tattoos on him come back, or some shit. Like I saw a trailer for it or something, but I think it fell through.
Oh,
And
they're
especially
supposed to
They
do
always
another
kept-
season of Dexter. Too.
That's what I was about to say. They always kept saying they were going to do another season of Dexter.
I've never seen Dexter, but everyone says I should watch it.
I think you like it, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't like telling people to watch.
I was
things.
literally about to say you should watch it.
Yeah.
I try to.
Yeah.
What's Breaking Bad? I try to watch Breaking Bad, but I couldn't
It's
really get into
slow.
it.
It's one of those shows that's kind of like just like really intricate, you know.
I remember Wolfie and I made a deal that for every episode we'd watch of Breaking Bad, we'd watch an episode of Game of Thrones, because he never saw it and I never saw Breaking Bad. And we watched the first episode of Breaking Bad, and then we went to go watch the first episode of Game of Thrones, and we watched the second episode, then we watched the third episode, and then he came over again the next day. We watched the fourth and fifth, and we just finished it. And
I never watched
Breaking Bad. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
Dude, Wolfie loves Breaking Bad, though.
Yeah,
He does. He
was-
loves it a lot. Yeah.
He was telling me how he went to Albuquerque just to like see all the sights of Breaking Bad.
Dude, did you hear like for like a couple years after the show ended, you would always throw a pizza on top of that house, and the person that lives there would get so fucking mad.
Yeah, I heard that. That's funny. I remember going through Albuquerque with Wolfie and him being like, "Oh, down that way is like Walter White's house, and like this way is like this, and this way is like." He can navigate Albuquerque just based off the show of Breaking Bad.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gotta make sure I know my cities.
I don't know if there's an Albuquerque anywhere else in the place.
I think there might be an Albuquerque in Texas.
Knowing Texas's
You think so?
record, probably.
Hey, wait, you went through Albuquerque with us, right, Jacob? Yeah, I know you did, because we're on our way to Washington.
Yeah, then yes.
Yeah, I don't know why else I would be in Albuquerque, but do you
I might have
remember
been
the
asleep.
fucking town?
Hey, Jacob, I think you're right.
it was
Albuquerque,
like-
Texas.
It was like the middle of the fucking day though, and
Yeah,
there was a town, and it had like 4 Z's in the name of the town. Do you remember that?
Oh shit.
It was like
Yeah.
zzz or something.
It ended in like an 80 or something like that. I remember
Yeah,
the end of it. It was like the Lozado or something like that.
but it's just outside of Albuquerque. I don't know what it's called. But I've been trying to figure out the name of that town for like ever.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but I do remember passing the sign and you going, "Look at what is that town?"
I know it looks you know when you pass a street sign and it's just like the most fucking ridiculous thing on that street sign.
I do. It's one of my favorite things about road trips is just like seeing like some fucking they do
Crazy
some weird
shit.
shit in cities, man, and like towns.
Yeah, they do. What are you Googling, Kevin?
I'm trying to see if there's an Albuquerque, Texas, but I think there is.
If you Google
I'm sure.
Albuquerque, Texas, and nothing comes up, then probably not.
I think there's a Las Vegas, Texas.
Well, when I look up Albuquerque, Texas, there's a Wikipedia. It says Albuquerque, Texas was a settlement established in 1857 by 2 guys. They thought it was Wilson County. It was a population grew following the American Civil War. The town had a couple things. Post office in the 1870s.
So I have a question.
Is it still?
Oh,
is it still around?
Today is a ghost town.
Dude, we should go to Albuquerque, Texas.
Yeah.
Visit a
I'm
ghost town.
So wait, I have a question, and I don't know the logistics of this. Can I just establish a town?
Wait, how to establish a town?
But I've always wondered about that too. Like, what does it take to just like, boom, new settlement?
Yeah.
Like, do I just need land, and then like others can just buy the land around me, and we just start a town? Like, I don't need to like.
Well, it also says like 2 guys just showed up and established that in Albuquerque, Texas.
In 1870, though, this is
But why?
Yeah,
but why does that matter? Like per se, like
because there's a
realistically
lot
speaking.
less laws, a lot less establishments. And
if they could do it then, when did we stop being able to do that? Like when were we like we can't do any more towns now? This is it. This is our town limit.
I don't think there's like a quote unquote limit. I think just rules and regulations came more abundant and more prevalent.
I think that's what it
So
was.
what,
I mean,
there's
that's
no
probably what it
new
appears
town?
to be. But there's definitely some like stuff,
Yeah.
dude. That's like surface level shit, you know. We're talking about society. There's always some like deeper levels.
If like you and like 500 people go and buy 500 acres of land and build your own house, build houses there, build a school and everything, yeah, I feel like it eventually will be taken on as a town or a city or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's gonna take a long time.
The New Mexico desert and be like, build a fucking house out of wood, and people come along and they build houses out of wood, and that can't become a town.
Say that again.
Well,
if I go out to if you, me, Jacob, and Michael go out to the New Mexico desert and we start building houses and people follow us and they build houses in the New Mexico desert, and then we just start like, we didn't really purchase land, we just started building houses, then
technically
What
would be
happens?
trespassing because that land, all land is technically owned.
Government. Technically, they were trespassing on government land. Like it was all government land at that time.
No,
Right.
they were given. It was given to them. They were
Was
the
it?
when the Manifest Destiny whole thing. They were like selling land for like ridiculously cheap. They were actually in some places they were paying people to move there. Like we'll give you money if you'll just move out here and start a town with some people
Dang, dude,
because they wanted to expand west.
those were the days. Do you ever feel like you missed the best fucking part of history?
Honestly,
Yes and no.
uh,
I feel like I missed a lot of the most interesting parts of history. I think this is a rather boring time in history, to be honest. Like a lot of shit is happening, but it really not at
yeah,
the same time.
I just feel like the coolest shit you could have done has like passed. Like now it's all
Yeah, I
tied up
agree
in
with
like
that. Like,
yeah, in like societal political bullshit.
yeah,
You know? You can't
I
just
do
like
know.
I can't just go discover a new land now. Like I can't get on a boat and be like, this is a new island I found because we have satellite imaging.
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah, like
you can do that for space.
great. I'll just
Kevin,
build a spaceship.
wait, Kevin, if you can build me a spaceship that can go find something we haven't discovered yet, then get on it.
There's telescopes. Do you know there's a telescope on a plane?
What plane? What are you talking about?
I saw I saw a TikTok where this chick was talking about this where this chick was talking about this telescope on this plane and how it has like where if like the plane rattles, the telescope doesn't move, it just sits there, whatever that's called. But basically it's always on this like slight tilt, so it's always banking and it's like at above commercial flying altitude, so it's not in outer space, but it's not leaving the earth.
Yeah.
It's like right on that border, and it just tilts just slight enough so it points up and like more at the sky, and
Yeah.
it takes
Huh.
pictures and everything. But basically, you can become not an astronaut, but like a NASA, not NASA, but like a scientist, space scientist, and what's it called, discover new asteroids and new planets and new galaxies.
But that's not the same as getting like 500 guys on a ship and then you guys are like sailing across the ocean and they're like, I think I'm going to mutiny against him. And you're like, guys, wait just like 3 more days and we'll see if we hit land. And they're like, we're going to kill you. And you're like, hold on, hold on. And then finally, at like the last possible moment where they're like running you off the boat, you're like, wait, land. And you find the land and you're like, I named this Chase Land. And they're like, but we did all the sailing. And you're like, go suck a butt because I'm controlling the ship. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
you're you're right. You're right. You're right. I guess yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My issue with like space stuff, here's my thing. Space is cool, space is trippy, space is confusing. But like my thing about it is like discovering new planets, new galaxies and all that stuff literally does about jack shit for us here on Earth. Objectively speaking. Like
Yes
Plus,
and no.
we can't really go there. That's my thing.
yeah.
Like,
Not yet.
seeing it from afar away is one thing, and then going there is another thing. Like, we haven't even been to fucking Mars yet, and that's
And there's not really a whole lot between that either. Like there's not like normally with things like from the oven to the microwave, there was lots of things that like came between that. Toasters, toaster ovens, like all broilers and all sorts of things that
sure.
came in between toasters, or sorry, not toasters, ovens and microwaves. But from seeing a planet to going there, there's not really like I don't know, like the telescope doesn't really offer us any sort of help in that endeavor. You know?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like I
'Cause
said
it's still
last
just
episode,
like,
like I
huh?
said last episode, we're not even close to making spaceships.
No, you said that to me in person. I don't think
Oh,
we
did
said
I?
it on the episode.
Did
Yeah.
we? Oh, oh, that. Oh,
I was there
fuck.
yesterday.
um,
Life just starts blending together, huh?
Yeah.
um, I said basically that back when we were making cars, Henry Ford started the uh made the assembly line and made it so cars were be able to like built really fast and really cheap, and that was basically the start of the like I don't want to say the car business, but like a revolutionary time, and we're not even close to that for space.
No, nowhere close. Like at all. And even
And
if we were close to building spaceships, the spaceships we have can't get us there.
we don't, yeah,
You
we don't
know?
have the power
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah. So like we're really not even any like we're not close in any margin of what they're trying to accomplish. But
See, the thing is, when you used to be able to sail across the sea, like if I was like, oh, I want to sail from England to the New World, that
yeah,
expanse of ocean still has the thing that people need to survive, like oxygen, and you can bring food. It's just about getting your ship across it, right?
yeah,
Like it was still an endeavor, but
Getting your
it
ship
was
and your
doable.
people. Yeah.
But if you're like, oh, I just want to sort of take a rocket ship out into the expanse, you can't do that because there's no like oxygen, or like you can't throw out a fishing line in the middle of the space and catch fish or anything. You're just sort of fucked.
Well, Chase, I'm sorry that you were born very, very late in the timeline where all I guess everything on Earth has been discovered already.
Well, I mean, like,
yeah.
but that's what I'm
No,
saying.
dude,
Like,
the oceans are still pretty fairly unexplored.
Under
it's a
under the
bummer, but
ocean.
also
Like that's
it's
what
a
I mean,
bummer.
under the ocean.
It's a bummer, but also I could pay like $200 and get on a plane ticket to like London or something. Like I don't have to take a 4 month boat trip there. So it's a
Yeah,
bummer,
I
but it's got
definitely
its upsides. I'm not saying there's no upsides.
my disposition with with your original statement about missing the coolest parts of like I guess time was like I definitely think the best time to live is now. But I think like boredom is the consequence of progress. So I think we're just like a really
Yeah.
boring state of existence right now.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know. There are things that we're pursuing, but there's like a small group that I think is pursuing it, and everyone else is just kind of like, well, everything else is already done.
Well, I just think like the world used to be so much more like mysterious.
Yeah,
Like
right.
if you lived in France and you heard about the people that lived over in like Russia, you'd be like, that's a whole different like person. Like that's a different people. Like
That's
they
almost a whole
don't
different
like
planet.
that's like
Yeah,
yeah,
Those like
basically.
aliens.
But now
that's
it's
what
like
the
you hear
word for
about the
them
people
what
that
like.
yeah.
That's what we call
That's
it. Like we call them immigrants now, but the original word was aliens. That's actually why
yeah.
we use the word alien for aliens.
So, but now we hear about people in fucking Australia. They're on the whole other side of the earth. And you're like, yeah, cool. They're like driving cars and they're fucking eating like, you know,
Works.
They're living their
yeah,
lives.
they're like the same fucking person. They just have a different accent. Like everyone's,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
No,
It's
yeah.
just, I don't know.
Vastly different. But I do think there's like something to be had. Like I don't know, call them what you want. I would call them, like human experiences unique to humans that we don't have around anymore. That were from those days and
Yeah.
I just
trees.
one thing I'd definitely be a criminal back in like the 1800s.
Yeah, I probably would have been
because
a criminal too.
it would be so fucking easy. If you're any criminal back then, you're fucking an idiot for getting caught.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
I bet you in
Huh?
50 years or even like 100 years from now, they'll say the same thing about us.
Oh, I'm sure. But there was no forensics at all back then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, pretty much up until the 90s, honestly.
If
Like-
you could,
yeah, early, yeah.
if
I
you
think like
could
fingerprint
murder
dusting was invented in like the like
70s or
1910s,
80s.
Like,
Oh,
no, I think it was in like 1920s, between 10 and 20. I think. I don't know.
but
They would like use the powder in the like.
but like that wasn't considered like a confirmed like solve for a person until late 2000s.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like until like
I assume
computers
yeah,
were a
you have to
thing.
have a database for them.
Yeah.
And that
Oh my
probably-
God. So I saw this YouTube video a while ago that basically when they're able to upload fingerprints up to the internet at the time
Mhm.
or whatever it was and be able to like match fingerprints to people, it solved like thousands, if not like hundreds of thousands of cases in like minutes, if not like a couple weeks. They've probably had over 1 million cases
Wow.
solved or something. I forgot the exact numbers, but like they're matching cases from states to states, or like people who ran from like New York to California from a crime, and they got a little misdemeanor in California, and then they got linked from even like years ago. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. Well, they would have caught fucking Jack the Ripper instantly if they had forensics back then.
Oh
Like they
yeah.
would. Yeah. Dude left like fucking fingerprints and blood everywhere, and like
Probably
he would've been-
jism.
yeah, jism. He would have been in a fucking prison instantly. But we're like, oh, he's the greatest killer of all time. No, he wasn't. He just lived in the fucking right time.
How many kills did he have?
What?
How many kills did he have?
Not even that. Like 5, maybe? Not even that many.
There was I remember hearing on the news recently, there was a guy, he got arrested and he got tied to like, he said he's killed like 96 people or something. And he was like slowly giving them all the names.
You might have to fact check this, but there was this dude that lived in like, I can't remember if it was Russia or South America. Both seem like equally like, you know, like they're a little loose on the law to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he's got iron jaws, okay? And apparently he ate like 300 women, raped and ate 300 women, and he's like still on the loose.
Iron Jaw.
I don't know how true that is. But
Rapist, murderer.
normally the foreign killers,
Sounds like
the
a
ones that are
Russian,
in like,
if I'm being honest.
yeah, he does sound like a Russian, doesn't he? But normally the foreign killers get away with a lot more murders than the American killers do. Are you looking it up, Kevin?
I'm trying. I doubt I'm gonna find anything.
I don't even know how to begin to Google that.
I think I had a pretty good search.
First I looked up man with iron jaw raped and 8 women, and I got comic books of iron jaw. You said Russia or where?
I'm gonna eat them.
Or South America, maybe? Like, I want to say Colombia. I might be making things up. I don't know. Maybe I misread the article.
A dream, probably.
Or a
Dreamt
dream.
Dreamt you were reading an article.
So I look up South American man with iron jaw rapes and 8 women, and this guy William Bonin. I didn't click on it. It's a Wikipedia page, but from he was born in 1947 until 1996. He died. Also known as the Freeway Killer, was an American serial killer and twice paroled sex offender who committed the rape, torture, and murder of a minimum of 21 boys and young men in a series. And in addition, he dated young women whom he informed acquaintances.
Huh. I don't know. I don't think that's him, but that's still like 20, dude, 21 fucking people. I've never killed anyone in my whole days. In all my days, I've never killed a person. Can you imagine if you killed 21? Like, imagine if I was sitting here and I had killed 21 people. What kind of a different person would I be?
Much different.
I would, huh?
That probably.
There's 3 of us sitting here, and that's barely a fraction of the amount of people that I would have killed. Like, that's like, you know,
21.
I would have killed 7 times more people than are in this podcast. That would fuck with your psyche some.
A little, probably. Maybe.
That's crazy, dude.
That
Some
is
people
crazy.
have killed 21 people.
If more, plus, minus, some, yeah.
Killing people, I mean, 21's, I mean, I guess a large number no matter how you look at it, but you go back to like, I feel like, you know, the 1400s, dude, like 21 is pretty rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I agree with that, but that's still like 21 people's hopes and dreams you've like snuffed out. Like all their aspirations are just gone.
Yeah.
That's
But like
crazy.
imagine what like 45 or like 75 does
Or
to a
about
person.
100.
Or 100. I don't even know what the average amount of murders that one person committed during the, 1500s, but I assume it was a lot.
I'd be, that's interesting. I'd be interested to know like what the murder, like you take like the average murders of a person, like a regular person. How many
Yeah.
people have murdered an average of how many people, right? And compare that from like the 1500s to our present day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
You
sure
know?
that'd be a
That'd be
hell of a
insane.
comparison. Yeah, there'd be an
Yeah, I'm
insane
sure.
difference. Most people don't kill other people nowadays. I think that would prove to be the biggest.
And there's a lot more people
I
now
think that's
versus
a
then.
fair assessment.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I don't. There weren't even 7.5 billion people like
Ever.
alive back then.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, like, I guess you could just compare like percentages, I guess, and you can like fraction it down somehow. But I mean, I'm not sure about that. I think you can just make it like a
Kevin, what are we at?
I was just honestly just trying to find a good spot to end it.
Okay, this is a good spot because I have to pee really fucking bad. I've had to pee for
You're
like
in your bathroom.
Yeah, but I didn't want to stand up and leave, and then I was trying to like be polite. So I think a good place to end it is the fact that I'm literally about to piss my pants.
All right, ending it now.
Okay.